Ooh, it's here. Okay folks, it is here. It looks fantastic. I haven't even opened the box yet, and look how thick that is. Now it's not covered in overall cellophane like most GW kits are, but I think we can let them off. What really annoying though, now I got this from Element Games. It's like £148, so it's like a good 40 odd quid cheaper. Now Element Games tend to just throw in a handful of their customized sweeties or candies or whatever, and there wasn't any with it, and I've got to say I am crushed by that omission. But let's see if I can be distracted by the actual contents of the box. Yeah. Oh, it's very well sealed. That was the box, not me. Okay, so here's a lot of stuff. Stuff is good. Big old bag of aces. So there's some 50s, some 40s. I'm not sure what the little ones for. Oh, they're for the grots, aren't they, the little ones? I mean, everything seems to be on increasing base sizes now, so, you know, I'm expecting in the next couple of editions for grots to be on 40s or whatever. Okay, right, so this sprue here seems to be the Eradicators, the Chaplain, and the Ancient. So these three on the sprues. Now there will be parts of this kit available in the like the cut down starter sets for this edition, as they have done in like the previous editions. So I get the feeling this means that because it will spread out on one sprue, these 3 units, that they will not be part of the starter set that will soon be coming out. But yeah, I mean, the pieces look good. It's good quality. Now we've got some orcs, and this I believe is the War Track, which is an update of a kit that was discontinued quite some time ago. But it looks really cool. I do like the little beaky helmets on the banner poles. So, more orcs. This is the banner knob and the big boss, which is, I believe, the orc equivalent of the Space Marine Lieutenant. So, keep your eye out for about 400 different big bosses coming out in variously slightly different poses. This is the war boss, and this is the war boss. This is the Space Marine Captain. Now, the Leviathan set came with its Terminator Captain on one half of the sprue, and the Tyranid Prime on the other half of the sprue. So they've pretty much gone for the same thing. My next video is I'm going to be doing a little bit of conversion work to customize the Space Marines. These models here will most likely be the character included in the new starter sets for each faction. Weird Boy. Now, Weird Boy is on his own sprue, which says to me that this dude will be available individually. Intercessors. Plenty of intercessors. So, yeah, I can't see any of the other units on here, so this will also probably be in the starter set. As will the Orc Boy sprue, which is right here. Just make sure you can see that. can't actually see the screen because the camera's too high, but I'm making do. Okay, so yeah, this looks like, this is the Orc Boy sprue, and you get 2 of them, identical. So it comes with 20 boys, but it's 2 units of 10. Obviously these are like the battle line troops for the Orcs, so they will be in the other starter set. I mean, there's plenty of copies of Armageddon still kicking about unpurchased, so you know, it's probably the best value, especially if you go through Element Games. We're not sponsored by Element Games, but we do have a affiliate link, which I will pop in the description below if you want to get this for under 150 quid, which is a bit of a bargain. Okay, now we have the new land speeder, which is quite clearly bigger than the old land speeder, and it's going to go on one of these big ovals. There's 2 big ovals. I'm assuming the other one's for like the Dakar, you know, the new Orc mech. But yeah, looking at the size of it, now there's 2 build options here, which I find interesting. You can either build it with like the I believe it's like some sort of sensor array, the sensor array that hangs underneath the traditional land speeder, but there's like 2 versions of it. So, and you can see there that there's a hole for a clear flight stand. So this is for a more scenic base, and this is if you don't want a more scenic base, if you want to go with the traditional flying stand, which sadly they haven't included in the kit, which I don't understand why. It's just like a little stick of clear plastic, and it would just, you know, plug into one of these and it would be fine. So I don't know why they didn't include that as a build option, because this is one of the few kits that actually has alternate build options. You've got like whatever they call the new heavy flamer weapons, and there's an assault cannon which you can switch out, and it looks like they are friction fit, so you can keep swapping them in and out. What I'll probably do though, because there will be wear and tear, which will just ever so slightly loosen the hole every time you swap them out, is I will, here, I've got a load of magnets. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. So I shall magnetize those options, although unless there's like a big shake up with flamer weapons, I will probably be sticking with the assault cannon like I do with my Terminators. Okay, now here we have the Stern Guard Veterans and the Librarian. This will probably be its own, not Stern Guard Veterans, Vanguard Veterans. You can tell it's early in the morning because I don't have any clothes on. Just kidding. I've got some clothes on. I don't want to scare you. Right, so you've got the Librarian here and Vanguard Vets. They've all got power swords and they look fine. What I'm going to do is, because I've got a load of the old Vanguard Vets and I've broken them down and I stripped the paint off them, I'm probably going to go for the old Vanguard Veteran bits as much as I can on these to make them look a bit more, you know, veteran-y. But yeah, so this will probably be its own release as like a double unit like we got with some of the other bits from Leviathan, where pretty much everything that was in that box that has had an individual release, or at least every sprue has had an individual release. So you get some weird pairings in a kit. I mean, I am expecting this because there's already a Primaris Librarian kit out. It doesn't look very good, in my opinion, but it's out. Now, the Vanguard Veterans are going to get a multi-part release, so I'm unsure if they're going to be able to take Storm Shields, because I do love a Storm Shield, and that this is just like the basic loadout, and you actually get the options in the in like the multi-part kit. But yeah, and here is the big old Dakar rig, which is basically a big mechanical walker that looks vaguely like a squig, and that'll be going on this one, not one of these. One of these will be for the war track. I mean, it looks good for a sizable model. I mean, you gotta give GW credit, they know how to pack a sprue. This is a big model on one sprue. When I started, most of these would have been metal anyway. But yeah, to get like a model this size on one sprue, no, that wouldn't have happened. It would have been like 3 of them, and they'd be all spaced out with like enough gaps between them to put your hand through, you know? But yeah, that looks good. What I'm interested in, I mean, the models are basically my primary interest, but with the actual set, I'm curious as to the rest of it. And what it is. Okay, right, okay. So, nice. We've got some Ultramarines on here for the transfer sheet. Blood Angels, Salamanders, Crimson Fists and White Scars. Which is cool because my main army is, and always will be, Ultramarines, but I've got a load of White Scars. So I can use those. Blood Angels, I'm sort of tinkering with like a Blood Angels army, like a small force, just like a character-led one. Like a sort of Avengers Assemble of Blood Angels characters. But for the Orcs, I do Bad Moons. But I was thinking of doing these as Goths and having like a different, like a huge army, because I've got like 3,000 points of Bad Moons. So maybe like another detachment of Goths or Evil Sons, that kind of thing. I think that would be really cool. And now, ooh, that also was the box. It wasn't me. And here we are. Operation Imperator. This is a nice quality hardback. Got the sort of really nice like quality pages and images, nice and sharp. These all look very good. I shall have a proper read of that later. I'm getting an assembly guide. Basically just showing all the push fit stuff. Lots of nice pictures. Blood Angels are, or the Space Marines at the first, because it's GW. They would never let anything preempt an Imperial Space Marine. So there's all the Orc stuff. Righto. Now, core rules. Now, in Leviathan, in the last 2 editions of Heresy, and I believe 8th and 9th edition, came with like a big sort of fancy hardback for the rules, whereas this isn't as fancy, but it's paperback. It's smaller, which is good, because you don't have to rush through everything to try and find what you're looking for, so that's good. I just hope that when this goes on sale individually, that they're not charging the same amount for it that they would for, that they did for like the previous ones. Okay, right, next part. We have the submission cards or tokens in here. Yeah. Got nice. We've got the stratagems on here. I believe these are stratagems. No, these are mission cards. Sorry, my brain is farting very loudly into itself at the moment. So these are mission cards. Mission cards. Deployment cards. All looks. Right. Trying to keep it neat and tidy for as long as possible, because anyone who knows me knows that neat and tidy around me doesn't last. Okay, more mission decks, more mission cards, terrain rules. Nice. I do love a handy reference card. I mean, gone are the days where you rocked up to a game with like 20 different books and supplements and such. What do we have here? We have the actual data cards for each unit, which is also really handy. I mean, I was a bit disappointed that Leviathan didn't come with any of them. I personally believe that each kit should just come with the data cards. I mean, I know that would kind of provide a cheaper alternative for people paying for the codexes, but yeah, so that is the unboxing. All in all, to me it was worth £148 from Element. Is it worth £185 from GW? I mean, obviously there's a lot of like value. Yeah. So yeah, overall it all looks pretty good. Let's pop that back on and let it settle back. There we go. So yeah, Armageddon. This is going to take up a lot of content. I've got a lot of ideas coming up for that, so do please like and subscribe. I put out shorts quite regularly, and Warp Fiend has got another video in the pipeline, and I'll be doing some conversion videos for the Space Marines, at least. Exactly like I did with Leviathan. We have a Leviathan playlist if you want to go back and see me convert all the Space Marines into Death Watch and all that sort of stuff. But yes, I should be starting a new playlist, starting with this video for Armageddon. I just want to say thank you if you're still with me, and yeah, I'm Autumn Witch, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.